Once again, this whole friendship group and the support system that they've created is so beautiful. Welcome, bitches, one and all, to my reaction to episode 6 of Heartstopper Girls. Now, last time we ended off with a beautiful scene between Nick and Imogen where Nick was exploring the idea of you suppressing certain parts of your personality and having them come up later on and not knowing what to do about it and the confusion that can come with it, which I just think was such a powerful and important scene for them to include, and I'm so happy that they did that. Now, with this, we do have one major obstacle out of the way for Nick and Charlie, which was Imogen, because obviously we all know that that was going to cause so much stress for Nick, and the fact that it's finally sealed and we know that she knows that he just wants to be friends, I'm very happy that we can continue the story from here. Now, the only major obstacle, I say only, it's a big one, is the homophobia that's going to come with all of this. And we've already seen that Nick's group of friends are not exactly the best bunch when it comes to that. So I'm sensing some more drama coming the way of our characters very soon in that regard. But yes, with that said, I'm very excited to get back into it and see where Nick and Charlie's story goes. So without further ado, let's go. Aw, is Nick looking up movies to watch?
Well, I've seen that 4 times this year already.
Oh, well, I don't know. You think of something, I'm going to dish up the pizzas.
Movie to watch with his mum. That's so cute. I love that they have movie night.
I've got it. Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a classic. What do you think?
I mean, very relevant in these times with the whole Johnny Depp stuff going on.
And I knew it was because you loved Keira Knightley.
Mum.
Oh.
Well, she's a very pretty girl.
Please stop talking.
Don't stop.
Interesting. I like the way they did that. I really liked that scene because obviously I think we can all say that Nick isn't gay. Like, it's been made perfectly clear that Nick seems to be struggling with his sexuality so much because I think he does genuinely have feelings for girls. He just doesn't know to what extent. And I think that we're going to get to a point where he's either going to discover that he's bi, pan, or any other sexuality that includes liking both genders, because I don't know, in the terms of representation as well, I think it'll be really nice to have a good bi representation in this show as well. Because imagine if you have trans representation, gay representation, lesbian representation, and bi representation. That would be so fucking cool to have all of that in one show. And it still feel natural because, to be honest, saying that right now, I've only just realized how many minorities are explored in this show. It hasn't felt so in your face as a lot of shows are, because a lot of shows sort of force that narrative. They force it in and the characters become only that. You have the gay character, you have the lesbian character. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this show, it feels very much like it's just a small part of them, which I fucking love. But yeah, back to Nick's whole exploration of his sexuality. I think that that scene was so well done because you saw him look at Keira Knightley and then look at Orlando Bloom, and you saw genuine confusion on his face, because I think that Nick himself is confused because he thinks, am I gay? Like, do I just like men? Because I think I like Keira Knightley as well, and that means that I'm not gay, but then what am I? And I just think that that would add to his whole confusion, which would, 1, make sense, and 2, like I said, be very nice to see on this show as well. Literally what I was just saying. Oh shit! Go off, Tara. Why? Why was that necessary?
Probably texting Tao. I can text my friends if I want to. Texting Tao again. Interesting.
Are they picking up on it as well?
What do you think I'm implying?
I love that they're picking up on it as well.
I think I have a crush on Tao. Oh my god, I knew it.
Oh shit, she's admitting it.
He's my best friend, and he definitely doesn't like me back. You don't
I think we can
know
all
that.
say that that is actual bullshit. I wonder how much we're going to explore Elle's hesitance at Tao liking her, because I do wonder, they're going to go down the storyline of her thinking that he won't like her because she's trans and that would be an insecurity of hers, because I think that that would be interesting to see. I can't remember if that has been done before on television. I can't remember if I've seen good representation in that sense. But I don't know. I think that could be a cool story to go down. But it could also just be that she doesn't think he likes her because of the things that everyone goes through. Like, I can tell you for a fact, anyone I liked in school, I was adamant did not like me. But yeah, I don't know. I think we can all say that Tao likes her. So hopefully she tells him and they can progress their relationship.
Watch out, dick nozzle.
Oh, fuck off, Harry.
If you want my attention that badly, why don't you just throw something at me again? Like your last remaining brain cell?
Go off, Tal. I love that he was actually offended by that. Like, that literally shows how stupid he is. Well, that wasn't a good look. What? What? How do people sit down and write? What a waste. Like, how do you sit down and think that that is a good thing to write? It just doesn't make sense in my brain.
You realise this is the room?
They're so cute.
The room? A special room. Got locked in and had our first kiss.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Oh,
Tara Darcy. I know it's nice to sit and gossip with your friends.
friends.
Yes, there's still one person that doesn't know we're a couple. Like, literally the only person in a 50-mile radius, I swear to
Aw.
God.
Just to comment on that quickly, she does need to tell Darcy that these comments coming through and that it's affecting her, because if she doesn't, it's going to bottle up and explode in the end. But in relation to them being in an all-girls school, I never really thought about it, but from a teacher's perspective, that's got to be so interesting, because they won't deal with relationships as mixed schools would. Like, mixed schools are so used to relationships because obviously straight people are in abundance and going to be getting into relationships all the time. But when you're in an all-boys school and an all-girls school, it would only be queer people getting into relationships, and it would be a lot less common. So I don't know. I just find that whole concept so interesting, that a school wouldn't have to deal with the concept of people being in relationships unless they're gay. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That just confuses my brain.
I never would have guessed that you were gay, but it's so cool and brave of you.
It's not brave. She's just being herself. I know that that's technically a compliment, but I'd get annoyed if someone said that to me, because I'd just be like, I'm literally just living my life like you are.
Saying that as an absolute lesbian. She's so gross.
Lesbians are so disgusting.
What the fuck? Who just says that? Lesbians are so disgusting. Like, do you have such a little opinion of yourself and your own body being a woman that you think that two women being together is disgusting? Do you know what I mean? Like, that just shows more about your own insecurities than anything else, love.
I had a question.
Yeah?
Fucking look at them.
How did you realise you were gay?
Oh,
Always knew.
I guess I've always been sort of aware of it.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you didn't feel the same when you were little.
Well, no.
Because I do think that he likes girls.
I don't know what I am.
That's fine, my boy.
You don't have to figure it out right now.
Hell yeah. I love that Charlie's so supportive of Nick.
I'm sorry for being all confused.
Don't you
thought I was
fucking
always something
apologise,
to
you
not-
bastard.
Do you want a kiss?
Oh.
Wow. Just a suggestion.
Wow.
Is he going to throw Nick off? Yeah. It's okay, my boy. It's understandable.
Sorry.
Oh, I feel so bad for him.
Don't be sorry.
You gotta feel bad for Nick, because you saw the genuine hurt in his eyes then when he sat up and felt uncomfortable, and then his brain sort of had the realization of the fact that he got up and felt uncomfortable, and he was just like, ugh, fuck, why did I do that? It's just, I feel so bad for him. Hopefully, as time goes on, he can be a lot more accepting of himself and feel a bit more comfy to be with Charlie.
Well, you can have both and it be okay.
Nah. Fucking hell, mate. Kit Connor is such a good actor. Like, really.
I can't believe you get the whole day off to rehearse for this.
Sometimes playing a musical instrument has its benefits.
Oh, that's so cute.
Can I come?
What? Why?
Because he wants to watch you, bitch.
Charlie tried to teach me the drums once, and I am absolutely crap.
You had like a 2-minute
Shall I get it
lesson,
all well
Nick.
then?
Yeah.
Those eyes.
Actually,
Is he gonna tell her?
we're sort of going out.
Go the fuck off,
We
Nick.
haven't made it official or anything, but yeah.
Oh, that's so. Oh my god, the fact that he feels safe enough to tell that to her. Fuck me.
It's funny how things stand out between us.
What do you mean?
Well, you kiss each other and then she's with a girl and you're with a guy.
Some people were surprised. A couple of people already knew.
Darcy!
I love Darcy.
We're here all day if you want to meet us for lunch.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Oh, they're gonna have lunch. Stop.
Okay, everyone, from the top.
Oh my god, we found another one. You can't tell anyone.
We found another one. Darcy, shut the fuck up.
No, I'm waiting for your mum, actually.
Nice one, Tal. Nice, simple.
I'm not really out yet or anything.
I mean, it's understandable with your fucking environment, Nick.
I don't even know what my sexuality is.
That's okay. Tara didn't know she was a lesbian until we kissed like 6 times. It was too time. Do you know what we need to do? Double dates.
Yes.
Being out is hard. A lot of people will see you in a different way, and it is a lot to deal with.
Are you, like, definitely gay? When we were 13, I think I did like you.
Aww.
I have liked girls before, so I wondered if you felt the same.
I'm definitely gay.
100%.
You're kind of the first people I've told about Charlie.
Really?
Aww.
And does it feel good to have told someone?
Hella good.
Yeah. Really does.
Yeah. It's be so hard having to be in a relationship and have it be this whole big secret in school and not being able to tell anyone, because yeah, it might be nice at first to have this like little thing that you've got going on the side, but it gets to a certain point where you're spending your entire day without Charlie, not talking about Charlie, when your entire friend group are around you. Do you know what I mean? Like, that must get so fucking hard. I never went through it because I was never in a relationship or anything in school, but the whole concept of it always freaked me out, like having to keep that shit a secret. That must be so hard for Nick. But yes, he has finally told some people, and now that he's told Darcy and Tara, hopefully Charlie can tell his friend group, and then we have our nice little group of friends who all know and can all be gay and happy.
You can't come in here. Nick's coming round.
Oh, I didn't realise you were in a committed relationship.
We're not... He's not...
I love his sister.
Char-
We've seen like 5 seconds of her and I love her.
Even if we were together.
Oh. I wonder what the end of that sentence was going to be.
What? You're staring.
No, I wasn't.
Yay.
Yes, you were.
I told her we're together.
What?
Ah, look at his giddy face.
Told her we're going out.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Ah, fuck off. I'm trying to suppress my jealousy, honestly, because this is... Charlie and Nick are living the fucking high school dream.
So, how about the
Fuck you.
Like a double date?
Oh.
I've never been on a date.
Oh god, they haven't actually been on a date, have they? Because that was Charlie's birthday. They weren't really together.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I hate you. I hate you. You're making me so fucking bitter.
Bye.
Bye.
Honestly, their bye and highs are the cutest thing in television, and I will stand by that. That's an idea. Fucking hell, Darcy. How cluttered is your room? I mean, they would, but... yeah, they don't know. I love that they've got a group chat. Group chat for the... I was about to say the gays, but we have to include Nick, the queers.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh.
What the fuck did I just witness?
I was friends with Charlie first, and then Tal came along as a package deal.
Rude. You're lucky to have me.
Aw.
Oh my god, no, that is a crime.
I cannot believe you're disrespecting bubblegum flavour in front of me.
A bubblegum milkshake? That doesn't sound good, Nick.
Wow.
See? I make good choices.
Get fucked, Nick.
We can share. We are on a date.
Oh.
Is that the official rule of dating?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
A date just us. I mean, if you want to. It's alright if you don't want to.
Of course he wants to, Charlie.
That's stupid.
We should. I'd like that.
My favorite thing about Nick and Charlie is that Nick like takes a second to process things and answer, which Charlie takes, and this is a very common anxiety thing, and that's why I love it so much. Charlie takes that like 2 seconds of silence as Nick not wanting to do it and starts panicking and starts like verbal vomiting all of these like, oh, like if you don't want to, then that's fine, and like we don't have to do it. You know what I mean? Fucking love it. So cute. And then Nick's just like, Charlie, yes.
I think it's because we're friends too. Seems obvious, but you should be really good friends with the person you're dating.
That's why it's so fucking annoying to find one.
Can you come help us carry the glasses? Yeah.
Elle looks pissed off.
My friendship with him is more important, and if he knew, then things would change, and I've had to deal with enough changes in my life lately. I don't want anything else to change.
Understandable, my darling.
That changes everything. Not always for the better.
Tara, you need to discuss it with Darcy. My fucking god.
No, we were just chatting.
Charlie, you gotta tell Tao.
Did you know this too? The me and Tao thing?
Yeah.
We thought it would be fun to go on a triple date.
A triple date?
Oh shit!
You and Charlie?
Yeah.
You two are together. You didn't have to witness all the months of intense pining. Do Tao and Isaac know?
Yeah, Isaac, like the second Isaac walked into that rugby changing rooms, you could tell.
I'm gonna tell him, I just need to find the right time.
But he's the only one who doesn't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna hit harder than anything else. Like, it's gonna take a moment for Tao to process that Charlie's with Nick and sort of be okay with it because of how Nick's friend group are. But the second that Tao realizes that everyone else knew before him, that is gonna cut deeper than anything else, because Tao comes across that kind of person who's very insecure about his friendships with people and very insecure about himself, to the point where he thinks that people don't want to be friends with him. And I think the idea that Charlie left him till last in terms of telling people about him and Nick, that's going to cut really deep, really play on those insecurities and cause a lot of trouble in their friendship. But we'll see. I just think Charlie needs to tell Tao ASAP. Oh, look at them. They're so cute. Aww, you gotta tell him, love. God, everyone's keeping everything from Tao.
Don't look at her, you'll catch the lesbian disease.
Shut the fuck up. Honestly. How fucking childish. Like, what are they meant to be? 16? Grow the fuck up. Like, Nick's sitting there saying that he has no musical ability. Charlie couldn't teach him how to play the drums. He was there for like 5 minutes.
I like being with you.
I know that that's like bare minimum of a relationship, but to be told that is so fucking cute.
I've been researching about being bisexual. I think that might be me, but I'm not sure.
I like that they showed his, again, Kit Connor, amazing actor. I like that he showed his hesitance in saying the word bisexual, because that's such a common thing.
I just want some peace and quiet.
Oh, my darling.
The door!
Well, fuck. Looks like they're not going to the concert. Oh, she's crying, my darling.
Talk to me.
Yeah, please.
Everything's changed.
Do you regret it?
No, I just wasn't prepared for things to change. I didn't think so many people would suddenly think I'm a completely different person.
It's an unfortunate reality that doesn't make sense. Like, you're literally the same person. They just now know a word that could be attached to you.
I could barely say the word lesbian when we started going out. And now I've got people on my Instagram like, oh my God, you're a lesbian.
Yeah, I just need a moment to like, I don't know. That speaks to so many people, that idea of not being able to say the word, because the word has so much meaning to it. And unfortunately, in the modern day, there is a lot of negative connotations to the words as well. Like, gay can be used in so many negative ways in just the English language. Like, the whole slang use of gay being a negative term and being a, oh, that's so gay. It sort of instills this idea in your head that the word itself is a bad word, and to assign that to yourself means that you are a bad thing, which is so fucking sad. And I don't think people understand that. Like, it used to really get on my nerves at school when people would say it, because they don't understand that saying that word and saying that it has a negative connotation to something will make someone who identifies with that word feel like they are negative, feel like they are a bad thing, which is so fucking infuriating, because it's not. You've just taken a word and you're using it in the wrong context. And I don't know. It really gets to me sometimes. And I still have issues saying that I'm gay. I still have issues with that word. It's so fucking aggravating that society has this power over you to make you not be okay with yourself. It's so annoying, because you don't deserve that. No one deserves that. No one has to go through the anxiety and the stress of just being their natural self. And they're just, this show just brings up so many things in my mind and so many struggles that I've got through, but will always carry with me and will sort of never forget. Like, there are so many memories in my head relating to the struggles of growing up gay, and I don't think they'll ever leave me. And while I think that that is a very sad thing, because obviously it's a bit of trauma from your life, it's also a very, very good thing. And it's something that you can use to make yourself a better person. And it's something that you can use to make yourself a stronger person. And I hope that in time, Tara can get past all of this, because it is just one of those things she's gonna have to deal with. It's just a bit of homophobia that unfortunately has come her way due to her coming out. But next week, the week after, it will blow over and she can just get on with her life. And even if it doesn't, even if she keeps hearing these comments from girls saying that, oh, she's so disgusting, just know that that is not because of you, Tara. That's because of them and their own shitty feelings towards themselves. That's the way I've always seen it. It's literally just time, Darcy.
Just want to live my life.
Darcy? Tara. I always do that.
We can do that.
Aww. I'm glad that she has such a good support system in Darcy. This show, bro. So fucking good. Oh, look at them all finding him. Homophobia. Look at them all holding hands.
You know I can't run, it's not my fault.
You know I can't run, it's not my fault. Mood.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay. You?
Yeah.
Once again, this whole friendship group and the support system that they've created is so beautiful. Bit of negative energy from Tal there. No! Fuck. That was so good. We have 2 episodes left. I'm not ready. So yes, that was episode 6 of Heartstopper, and it was another fantastic episode of the series. The series as a whole has just been so fucking good. So unique in the... I was thinking about this earlier, but with the amount of queer representation in this show, the fact that not a single time it has felt forced and not a single time has it felt like this character is only their sexuality / gender identity. Like, I look at Elle and I don't just think, the trans character who's always talking about them being trans. I look at Charlie and I'm like, not the gay character that's always talking about being gay. Because I think that that is such an annoying trap that a lot of TV shows fall in, where they assign this character a sexuality or a gender identity so that there is that representation on the show, but they fall into the trap of that being all that they are. And they can try and explore them a bit more, but then they always lead back to the fact that they're gay and they're trans or they're a lesbian or they're bi. And I have not had that at all with Heartstopper. I have not felt like they have made that the only aspect of this character, which I think is fucking beautiful. Now, Nick himself exploring his bisexuality, I think is so important, because don't get me wrong, we always need representation and we will always strive to have representation on TV just for so many younger generations to have that. But I do like the character that we have exploring their sexuality is not just gay, because I think we have a lot of stories on television now of gay characters exploring their sexuality. To have a bi character explore it and to go through a similar confusion, but a unique perspective, because not only are they thinking, oh, I like the same sex, they're thinking as well, oh, but I still like the opposite sex as well. And it's a very unique story to go down. So I really appreciate that we're having it, because don't get me wrong, like I said, we always need representation, but for me, I've seen enough gay coming out storylines in TV that it's nice to have a bisexual point of view in Heartstopper. Now, we also had Tara dealing with some homophobia this episode, and no, it wasn't it? I was about to say it wasn't like directly negative homophobia, because I was thinking of the Instagram comments, but the girls saying being a lesbian is disgusting, that is direct, and that is fucking disgusting homophobia. Now, the text messages themselves, we'll talk about the girls in a second, they're just so fucking annoying, because who goes on someone's Instagram post and goes, "Oh, you're a lesbian? What a waste." Like, bro, I'm sure she wouldn't want to be with you even if she was straight, if that's how you're behaving online. It's just like the audacity to say something like that. I will never understand it. Now, the girls in her class saying that being a lesbian is disgusting is just fucking mind-blowing to me, that people can still have those opinions in this day and age, and that people still actually think that, because, like, are you that fucking disgusted with yourself that you can't imagine a world where a woman would find another woman beautiful and want to be with them? Do you know what I mean? Like, do these girls in this school have such little opinion of themselves that they don't think that's a possibility? It's just those thought processes are disgusting to me. Just the fact that you can actually think to yourself and to say out loud, being a lesbian is disgusting. Tara is disgusting because she's a lesbian. Like, it's fucking mind-blowing, mate. Now, with all of that said, though, I am very happy that we are building a good support system for this whole group, because Tao doesn't know yet, which I'll talk about in a second, but say Tao does know, they all have each other, and they have a good group of friends, a solid group of friends that they all feel comfortable with, they can all hang out with, and still be in their couples and feel safe with each other, which I think is so fucking important in life. Now, the issue with all of that is Tao doesn't know right now, and I think that is going to cause a lot of drama between him and Charlie, because like I said in the episode, Tao comes across as someone who is very insecure in his relationships with people, and he has already shown animosity towards Nick for simply hanging around Charlie, which I think is somewhat warranted because of Nick's friends and how they behave. But I think that definitely shows that once Tao finds out about Charlie and Nick, there's going to be the initial, like, are you sure about this, Charlie? Sure it's not a joke? Are you sure that Nick is serious in all of this? Blah, blah, blah. And once that dies down, however, when Tao finds out that he's the last person to know, that's going to cut deep, and that is going to really play on his insecurities. So I'm not looking forward to seeing that, because that's going to cause a real drift in their friendship. It's sad that it will, but just with how Tao's character is, I would be surprised if it doesn't. But yes, I believe that covers everything I want to talk about. So let's move on to Patreon questions. Now, for those of you unaware, Patreon questions is a Patreon only thing where every time I post an episode on Patreon of any single show that I watch, I do a separate questions post, and people can ask questions for the next episode, which can include spoilers because I only read the questions at the end of said episode. So let's go and have a look at what ones we've got this week. Right, first up, what are your thoughts on Tao being the only one not to know about Nick and Charlie dating, and why Charlie is so hesitant to tell him? I haven't actually explored the why Charlie is so hesitant to tell him. I think that it is because obviously Tao has already shown some animosity towards Nick simply for his friends, which like I keep saying, it's very warranted. Like, Tao has every right to be protective of Charlie and to think that Nick is not a good person for Charlie to be around, simply because Nick's friends are really fucking shitty. And although we as an audience know that Nick doesn't consider those people friends, Tao doesn't know that. Tao probably thinks that Nick's hanging out with these guys and having the best time of his life. So from Tao's perspective, I completely get it. And then from Charlie's perspective of that, it's understandable why Charlie would be hesitant to tell Tao, because he thinks that Tao will just explode and not understand that this is Charlie's life and Charlie's decision. And I just don't think that Charlie wants to deal with that. I don't think that Charlie wants to deal with drama in his friendship with Tao, because he knows that it's inevitable. But Charlie has to understand that at the end of the day, the longer he leaves it, the worse it is going to be. So fingers crossed he tells him next episode, if not the finale, because my God, if we end the season with Tao not knowing, that's really bad, Charlie. Right, next up, what are your thoughts about Nick's journey this episode, as he managed to make a few huge steps towards discovering himself? Nick is such a special character. Like, honestly, he's definitely my favorite of the series just because of to have the emotional vulnerability to literally sit there and ask not only Charlie, who he's going out with, but someone like Tara, who he's only just told about him and Charlie being together, and to be exploring his sexuality and to feel so open asking these people, how did you know that you were gay? How did you figure it out? That's so fucking rare to be this open and honest with people, not only other people, but yourself as well. Like, Nick is literally sitting down and researching his sexuality, researching who he could be. And this is so fucking quick for someone who has just started to question themselves. And I think that that is fucking commendable, that he feels this comfortable within himself to want to explore it so that he can live a happier life. Like, Nick is the fucking MVP of life, honestly. Right, next up, what did you think of Tara's coming out? Are people actually that vile to queer people in schools? Because damn. I can't comment on that because I never really fully came out in school. Like, people kind of knew just because it got to a point, basically my secondary school and my sixth form were connected. So my last 2 years of school, a lot of the times people would go to a sixth form that is separate or they would go to a college, but mine was attached. So it was the same people that I had grown up with for that entire 7 years. And it got to a point in year 12 where I was just kind of fucking done. And I said to myself that if people ask me, I'm going to say, yeah, I'm gay. But I'm not just going to say it. I'm not just going to fully come out because you never know the consequences. And so I can't personally comment on whether it's realistic. But sitting here right now thinking about it, I think it is realistic. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened to people and that they go through this because of all the horror stories I've heard throughout the years. But I think it genuinely just depends on your area and the place that you grow up, the people in it. Even just the people in your year can make such a huge difference. Like, I've discussed this before, but my year was so fucking queer. Like, we had so many queer people in my year. So I wouldn't have expected a lot of homophobia or any kind of discrimination in that sense because, again, one of the popular people in my year was a lesbian. So, like, take that how it is. You're not going to get a lot of bullying. But again, the year below me could have been so much different. So I think it's very specific and it's your own circumstances, but definitely I think it's realistic. Now, what did I think of it? I think it was fucking brave. Like, I wouldn't have dared to do that in my school. I wouldn't have dared to do that in my life. So for her to just have the boldness to do it and just be like, you know what, fuck you. I'm just going to tell everyone so that I can be happy with my girlfriend. That takes guts, and I'm fucking proud of her for that. Now, next up, what did you think of Elle's reluctance to tell Tao how she feels because she worries about their friendship? I think that is a very natural worry. I think that because Darcy said it earlier on in the episode that it's a lot easier to get into a relationship with someone when you're already friends because a relationship is just an advanced friendship when you think about it. So being friends in the first place will be so much easier to form a relationship around it. However, if she tells Tao and Tao has no feelings for her, some people will drift apart because of it. And the person that likes them will drift apart because that person doesn't like them and it's hurtful to be around them and behave like your friends when you want something more. But then also on the other side of things, the person who doesn't like them can start to feel a bit uncomfortable around them and not want to hang out with them. So I think she does have genuine worry. However, their relationship specifically, one, if Tao doesn't like Elle, I don't think it would ruin their friendship. I think that they can both easily recover from that and be mature and just get over it because it's just a crush. It will go away if Tao doesn't reciprocate it. However, I do think that he does like her, so I just think she needs to bite the bullet and just tell him. Next up, what are your thoughts on Nick choosing Tara and Darcy as the first people he tells about him and Charlie? I think that that is so fucking cute that Nick has so quickly found his group of people. Like, he's so quickly found his tribe that he can talk to. Like, he knows that Tara and Darcy won't tell anyone, and he knows that he can actually discuss him and Charlie around them. And I think that Nick has been dying to just be around other people with Charlie because, yeah, it's great being with Charlie in his bedroom and when you're out in the park in a secret little corner, But Nick just wants to be open and honest with Charlie, and I think that's always been clear. He's just struggled a bit with it, which, again, completely understandable. So, I don't know, just, they're so fucking cute, this whole friendship group. I just need Charlie to tell Tao now, and then we have our literal amazing queer group of friends. And finally, do you think Charlie should have already told Tao about him and Nick? 100%. I think we can all agree that Tao should have been the first person that Charlie told. I don't think you can get annoyed with Charlie about who he tells, but when it comes to Tao being the last person, that's where there's going to be issues, because all of this did kind of happen naturally. Like Charlie said, Isaac already knew, so he's completely out of the picture. Nick told Tara and Darcy, so that's not really Charlie's fault. And then again, Nick brought it up at the table while they were having milkshakes that they were together. Not to say that Nick was wrong for doing that. Nick has every fucking right to do that, and Charlie is okay with that. But the problem with all of that happening so naturally is that now that Tao has been left as the last one, that's going to cause so much drama. And I think Charlie just needed to bite the bullet and tell Tao and deal with the slight uncomfortableness that would have come with it, because obviously Tao isn't the biggest fan of Nick just because of all the bullying that went on last year. And while Nick wasn't a part of that, his friends were. And Tao has not seen enough of Nick away from his friends to understand that he does not like his friends and he isn't like them. So Charlie just needed to tell him, but what's done is done. You can't go back. Charlie will just have to tell Tao as soon as possible and hopefully explain to him why he was the last one. And it's not that Charlie didn't care about Tao. It's not that Tao was the last one because Charlie told all of the other important people first. It's that he was a little bit scared to tell his best friend, because it's the same with a lot of people when they come out to their friends before they come out to their family, because it's harder to come out to the people that you're really close to, because the consequences are going to be felt a lot harder. Like if you tell your family and they have a negative reaction compared to if you tell your friends they have a negative reaction, it's going to hurt a lot more, because you can't change your family, but you can change your friends. Like you can just stop being friends with them and find new friends. Whereas your family, your mum's always going to be your mum. Your dad's always going to be your dad. Like that's just a simple fact of biology. So I think that there is a similar sense in that between Charlie and Tao's relationship, where Tao is one of the most important people in Charlie's life. And the idea of losing Tao is really hurtful to Charlie. So the idea of their relationship changing in any way is a no-no. And I think that's why Charlie hasn't done it, but he just needs to fucking do it. So yes, there we have it. That was episode 6. We have 2 episodes left, which fucking hurts my soul. But it is what it is. We have confirmed season 2 and 3, which is so fucking good. I feel so happy knowing that, yeah, we have 2 episodes left. And while I am still sad that I'm not going to have Heartstopper for a while, to know that we have 2 more seasons secured 100%, oh, that makes my heart feel good. I'm so excited for that. But yes, with that said, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon where you're able to find the early and uncut reactions to Heartstopper and all the other shows that I do. I've also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.